Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages.
Hi, I'm John Sitton.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
Christian Carambeu.
Welcome to your footballing fix.
Pitch Talk.
Pitch Talk.
Pitch Talk.
We've got football videos on YouTube, blogs, debates and discussion on Facebook and Twitter.
Plus we do a podcast and so much more.
It's we the people, for the people.
For our videos, including our interviews and special features, check out youtube.com/Pitch Talk.
Our podcast can be found on iTunes, Podomatic, TuneIn Radio and Spreaker, with older podcasts on mixcloud.com/Pitch Talk. Join the football revolution, because the pitch is where we eat,
The pitch is where we sleep,
and the pitch is where we talk. Join us on social media by searching for Pitch Talk.
Well, yo, what's up, peeps? Straight Shootin LJA right here. And of course, you know what? It's after the Champions League final. You can see the lightning going in the back. Oh my God. Woo! Real Madrid. Hey, congratulations. Sergio Ramos. Well, after employing the dark arts after injuring Salah, well, whether he did injure Salah on purpose or not, doesn't really matter. But for me, quick little blow by blow in the rain. It's one of them ones where it's like, yeah, Salah coming off definitely disrupted the momentum. But the fact of the matter is, Real Madrid, the experience shone through. But Loris Karius, you know me, I hate to play the blame game. But the fact of the matter is, he was directly culpable for 2 goals. I mean, those clangers, the first one was bad enough. But then to compound it by adding a second, it's like, dude. What I will say is this: Jurgen Klopp knows what he needs to do. It's a case of another keeper, another centre-back as well, but the goalkeeping position. Because it's one of them was 2 things that win you major trophies, and especially league titles: a great defence and a great goalkeeper. That's the foundations you build on. And our goalkeepers are just not good enough. Mignolet, Karius, it's on them. I mean, I was saying pre-match that Karius wasn't that bad, but those clangers were utterly terrible. I said though, the case of the boys did brilliantly to get the Kiev in the first place. And hell, wasn't to be. Really wasn't to be. I'm hoping Mo Salah is fit for the World Cup, because after the season he's had, scoring 44 goals in all competitions this season, it will be heartbreaking to see him not play in the World Cup and grace the biggest, the greatest stage in football with his talent. But the fact of the matter is, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And you can live in the world of ifs, buts and maybes and say, oh, if Karius didn't make the mistakes. But it is just one of them ones, man. But I want to know your views on the comment section below. Of course, I said I'm walking in the rain. You can see the lightning going. That's how I feel inside. The lightning, the rain. I feel like doing a Ken Shamrock with it. Get out of my way. No, I'm kidding. But you know what? Straight Shootin LJA. Proud to be a Liverpool supporter. And even though it wasn't 6 times today, we'll be back. And at least we're in it next season, so we can have another crack. But Mr. Klopp knows what he must do. I still believe in Jurgen, and I still believe in that heavy metal football. Folks, I've been Straight Shootin LJA. Remember, facebook.com/Pitch Talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution. We're working so hard to create. It's one of them ones, but hey, love to everyone. My voice is hoarse. Down a couple brewskis, of course. I'm going to go drown my sorrows now. Get out of this bloody lightning and rain.
Fact of the matter is, yeah, heartbroken about the way it went down, but one thing I do want to kind of steer clear of blaming Loris Karius, because at the end of the day, I hate to play the blame game, but his 2 mistakes literally cost us the final. But people throwing out death threats to him, it's like, come on. Like, I love football as much as anyone, but it's just a game. Don't start sending people death threats. I mean, that's not on. And I mean, it's kind of a funny one though, where people are vilifying Karius for his mistakes, but players like Sergio Ramos, world-class player, no doubt. I mean, I said it in my preview video, but it's a case of, yes, he's a world-class player, but at the end of the day, the dark arts, as they call it, of football that he employs, and look at what he did to Mo Salah. I mean, personally, I think that was on purpose, because it's like, why are you locking the guy's arm? And there's also footage of him elbowing Karius. There's also how we got Sadio Mane booked as well. Like, didn't even touch him, and he's literally done. And then at one point, he goes down clutching his face doing the Rivaldo 2002 gimmick. So it's one of them ones. I mean, Ramos is a master. I mean, he learned from Pepe. I mean, that tells you kind of all you need to know. But it's one of them ones where I find it funny that instead of vilifying players who take part in that kind of thing, like elbowing goalkeepers off the ball, like pulling shirts, kicking out at people and all that, instead of people vilifying it, people are too busy taking the mickey out of the team who lost. And yes, there's banter and all that, but like Ramos, a player like Ramos who's that good and doesn't need to do that, it kind of makes it a bit frustrating that a lot of people would rather take the PISS out of Liverpool losing rather than looking at the Ramos thing through objective eyes and realizing that kind of player is not good for the game, as an example, especially for youngsters. But it's the society we live in, where it's like people tend to focus on the wrong things. Look at Brexit, for instance. People tend to focus on the wrong things, but then people don't realize there's a problem until it's way past too late. So it's one of them ones. But as said, those kind of dark arts in the game that certain people do, like Martin Skirl, when he was yanking every single player's shirt in the box, I was like, dude, don't do that. It's like, stop doing that. Like, I mean, also simulation is cheating. But if it's someone, if it's a player, like football supporters are kind of funny in that way, because if it's simulation from the team you support, 9 times out of 10, and I've been guilty of it in the past, but 9 times out of 10 football fans won't be like, oh yeah, he's dived there. Most of the time it'd be like, no, there was contact, and they'll defend it. So in essence, you're kind of you are basically advocating it. So with Ramos, I said, like, basically getting a pass on what he does because he's such a good player. Oh, bloody hell. Basically him getting a pass on that kind of stuff because he's such a good player, for me, kind of shows what's wrong with a lot of football fans. Because it's like, oh yeah, you're a class player, so we'll let that go. It's like, nah. It's rampant double standards. And I said, hey, I'm heartbroken for Liverpool, heartbroken for my boys, but we'll bounce back from this. No one expected us to be in the final in the first place, so hell, it took a worldie and 2 goalkeeper errors that are going to end up on Christmas DVDs for life. It's like, where's guys like Johnny Vaughan, Ray Winstone, and Adrian Childs? But the fact that I said, it's a case of, yeah, Karius knows he messed up badly. And I'd be surprised if he's still at the club. I mean, I feel that Jurgen Klopp knows what he needs to do. New keeper and a new centre-back to partner Virgil van Dijk. So it's one of them. But at the end of the day, and also, we need more options in attack too. Because you look at the bench, I mean, yes, Lallana was a good option, but at the end of the day, he's rusty because he's been injured. But then the other attacking option is basically Dominic Solanke, who's far from the finished article. So that needs to be addressed. Naby Keita coming in next season is going to add a bit of steel to the midfield. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens next. But hey, we are Liverpool, far from done. As I always say, far from done. But yeah, in closing, you know what? I have been Straight Shootin LJA. This has been the Straight Shootin View. Remember, facebook.com/pitch talk. Become a fan, become a friend, become a member of the group. Join the footballing revolution we're working so hard to create. Also, twitter.com/pitch talk. Tweet with us, follow us, see what we're up to at pitch talk on Twitter. It's one of them ones. I am at SSLJA on Twitter as well. Hit me up. I want to know your views. Comment section below too. It's one of them. Hey, I'll catch you guys shortly. Thanks for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages,
Hi, I'm John Sitton.
Hello, I'm Rob Perez.
Christian Carambeu.
Welcome to your footballing fix.
Pitch Talk.
Pitch Talk.
Pitch Talk.
We've got football videos on YouTube, blogs, debates and discussion on Facebook and Twitter.
plus we do a podcast and so much more.
It's we the people, for the people.
For our videos, including our interviews and special features, check out youtube.com/pitch talk.
Our podcast can be found on iTunes, Podomatic, TuneIn Radio, and Spreaker, with older podcasts on mixcloud.com/pitch talk.
Join the football revolution, because the pitch is where we eat.
The pitch is where we sleep.
And the pitch is where we talk.
Join us on social media by searching for Pitch Talk.